night, Sweet Prince. It looks like the Miami Heat is on the verge of losing this series. They're finally running out of pixie dust. The Denver Nuggets are showing people. Well, first of all, the Denver Nuggets are bigger, more talented Miami Heat team. They play just as hard and they're just more talented. They have the best player on the court in this series in Nikola Jokic. And it's just not even a contest. When both teams play at their best, the more talented team usually wins in the NBA. That's why I love the NBA. So far what we've seen with the Miami Heat has been historic. It's been an anomaly. You've seen a team outplay better teams than they are on paper, talent and all of that. You've seen an eighth seed come this close to winning a championship. Now they're down 3-1 because they're losing finally to a better team who decided to take them seriously. So watching Denver really emphasizes on how bad the Bucks schemed and played against the Miami Heat, and even worse, how bad Boston played against Miami. Boston was a more talented team. People thought that Boston would do to the Miami Heat what Denver is doing to them right now, this moment. But they didn't do it. Why? Because they're not as smart as Denver. They don't execute and they're not as disciplined as Denver. And plus, Mike Malone. You got to give credit to Mike Malone. He has his team ready to play. They're always ready to play. They're disciplined, and they follow the plays of the game and what they need to do to make other players better. And just the execution level is great. Credit to Mike Malone, because he's doing something that, Mike Budenholzer couldn't figure out, Tom Thibodeau couldn't figure out, Joe Mazzulla couldn't figure out. And that's just pound these little guys, the Heat I'm talking about, in the middle. I've screamed, every game when I watch the Celtics play the Miami Heat, I would just scream at the top of my lungs. You guys seen some of these videos. What I'm just saying, attack the middle. Stop dribble, iso ball, jacking up threes. You're not going to beat a team like the Miami Heat by just doing that. You have to execute like how they execute. And Denver is doing it. There's no revelation here. They're just doing what they should have done. And what the Eastern Conference teams should have done to the Miami Heat. You just pound them in the middle. All this zone and all that crap don't mean dick if you're the smaller team. Pause. You can't. You just can't do that. You have to take advantage of your advantages, which is your size. And Celtics didn't do it, and the Denver Nuggets are doing it. I mean, off the rip, Eric Gordon came in there and was playing big boy ball. He said, I'm 6'10", 6'11", over 200 pounds. Gabe Vincent, you ain't got nothing on this. I'm just going to take you into the kitchen, barbecue chicken, all day, every day. And that's what you do to these guys. You just beat them up in the middle. They can't stop you. That's why I just couldn't understand teams. It just tells you how bad the NBA has gotten when it comes to the three-point ball. The three-point ball is everything. Teams live and die by it. Too much. Denver's showing you, again, you don't have to live and die by it. You know how many threes they shot that game? 28. That's it. But they made half of them. 14 to 28. 50%. But a lot of those were just kickouts. They wasn't dribble, jack it up. No. It's playing within the system, playing within the game. Kick it in, kick it out. Pick and roll, move the ball. Denver does that. Miami does that. But the difference is Miami isn't as talented as Denver. Now you're seeing it. So shout out to Denver, man. They're executing the way they should execute. I mean, Joker is above and beyond probably one of the smartest players I've ever seen. With LeBron and Magic. And I didn't watch Magic growing up because I was too young. But, watching LeBron and, Jason Kidd and Chris Paul, all these smart, intelligent players who play beyond just the game on the court, they're playing the coaches a lot of times. And I think Jokic has definitely graduated to that level, that master chess player level, where he's not even playing the teams on the court. He's playing Eric Spoelstra right now. He's playing Eric Spoelstra. He can identify Spoelstra's schemes Every time Spoelstra does something, he has an answer for it. That's intellect. That's intelligence on a different level. That's why LeBron shouted him out as being one of the most intelligent players in the league, because he'd know. He's probably the most intelligent player in the league. So, Nuggets are one win away. Nothing that they did last night surprised me at all. They're just doing what better teams should do, and that's squash the less inferior team.